it all comes down to this. The conference championship game, a battle for the trophy that also carries serious college football playoff implications. The ACC championship is on the line here. It's the Notre Dame Fighting Irish and the Clemson Tigers. Great to have Holly Rowe join us reporting from the sidelines. Holly?
It is a beautiful day, but I can tell you it is very cold down here on the field. I see a lot of players putting their hands by the heaters. There's a lot of heaters set up here on the sideline. We'll see how that impacts the game. Keep you posted from down here on the field. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. We'll see how the weather affects this game. The kickoff team is out there, and here we go. A conference championship on the line right now. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. He's tackled at the 10. Not good field position to start the drive. The offense with 3 tight ends now in first down, trying to create a mismatch. Using his legs, it's Davidson. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
The key to third down success is being good on first down. And here the defense does a great job on first down of bowing up and stopping the run. And that's the key to this thing. If you can create long yardage situations, now they have to throw the football, and that pass rush can start getting after it.
They'll feed the back again.
Offensively, they've got to find a way to run the football with more efficiency. If they're unable to do so, it will be a long day.
And now a third down of the opening drive of this championship game. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Lets it fly to the wideout. Finds a man downfield. That's a big gain to the right. You bring it down, but he reaches the 30-yard line.
No mystery who they're looking to on third down. You find your best wide receiver, you love the matchup, and you go to him. That's an easy pitch and catch and an easy first down.
Clemson getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. Here's a quick throw off the play fake. They stop him out at the 42. That's a solid gain, getting closer to midfield.
A big tight end who can run after the catch, Chris, that is every quarterback's dream. All you got to do is hit him in stride, and he does the rest. This guy is sensational.
This Clemson offense moving quickly down the field. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. Brought down, it crosses midfield to the 46.
Chris, there are some players that when they have the ball in their hands, they just hate to be tackled. And that's this guy. He's always fighting for extra yardage, and here he's able to get 2, 3, 4, 5 extra yards after contact.
And that run is good for first down yardage. A new set of downs for this offense. And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. And that's a solid gain before the defense able to bring him down.
It's always important to stay on schedule as an offense. It allows you to have full disposal of your playbook, and you don't get into those obvious passing situations. So even though they're not moving the chains here, this is what I would call a very successful play because you're on schedule.
Important second down play coming up. And they'll spend a timeout here. The play clock was winding down. Now left with 2 of them here in the first half. What's the play call here on second down for this offense? Big throw by the quarterback off the RPO. Defense makes the stop very close to a first down. Clemson calls their second timeout. They'll be down to just one in the first half. Critical moment of this conference championship. Third and short on the 7th play of the drive. Can he make it to the marker? We're able to move the sticks. Set up now, first down at the 34.
Beautiful job on this set of downs by this offense, getting themselves into a short yardage, 3rd and 2 situation, and then they're able to convert and stay on the field. This offense has done a nice job all day long, and they continue to do that, in particular on 1st and 2nd down.
Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. QB keeper all the way. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Chris, this was the plan for this defense. We talked with this coaching staff. They said, we need to contact this quarterback. He needs to feel us. And that's what they're doing here in the first half. If you're on the other side, you got to tell your quarterback to get down or get out of bounds. There's no reason to take these hits in the first half.
Productive drive, but the loss there now makes it 2nd and 12. And the defense smothers him for no gain.
I've always been a big believer that you build defenses front to back and inside out. There is nowhere to go in the middle of this field right now. They're doing a great job of not allowing that offensive line to gain traction at the line of scrimmage. It's a beautiful stop right there. Really nowhere to go in the middle.
Makes the catch downfield. They make the tackle, but the offense now set up for the first down at the 21.
They better find a way to pressure this quarterback because he's just sitting back there with nobody in his face. If he's got time, he's going to rip them apart, and he does here on 3rd down. They're able to move the chains. This is a nice job, yes, but the defense has got to change something up front.
First down, looking to throw the football. Goes to his right side there for the completion. They bring him down, but the gain sets up the offense 1st and goal from the 10.
What an advantage for this offense that they have players that they can dump the ball off to on short completions, and then they can take it yards after the catch and create explosive plays. And here, again, it's about timing, getting the ball out quickly, and then the playmaking ability of these players on the outside.
On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Makes the catch. Can he get in? Tackled after the completion, down at the 1-yard line. The Tigers will come to the line to crank up the tempo. Design quarterback run. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers. You can't have a better start than that in a championship game. Right out of the gate, Joe, executing beautifully, and they draw first blood with that long drive.
Chris, it's goal number 1 for your offense to go out there, establish a rhythm, but try to get that first score of the game. That's exactly what they're able to do. Here's what I loved about it was the execution. Quarterback played well, offensive line played well, right down the field. What great rhythm they established here on the first drive.
shotgun running play call. And the run moves the ball up to the 33.
Keeping the defense honest with the run game, always important. Plus, this offense is staying on schedule.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Motion now from the tight end. They'll run it from the gun. Defense makes the tackle as the final seconds of this first quarter run out. So Clemson has the lead here, Kirk, as we head to the quarter break. Let's check out the stats now through the opening period. They've flipped ends of the field and ready now for the second period. A big play here after the break. Offense trying to convert here on third down. And the back now goes in motion. Back to throw. It's Carr. And they'll drop him right there for no gain. That's great defense.
Chris, I like the idea here offensively of getting the ball to the running back in space and allowing him the opportunity to make somebody miss. He just couldn't do that. Give a lot of credit to this defense. They're playing with great pursuit and leverage. Good tackling in space, and now it's fourth down.
Oh, a big decision here very early. They're going to go for it on their own side of the 50 on the first possession. Motion by the back will make the defense adjust. Fourth down. He's throwing for it. On the move now. Trying to create here on the move. Oh, he makes the catch. He'll be ruled down there, but a fourth down conversion with plenty to spare.
This is just a player making a play. He's able to get himself out of the pocket and free and still eyes downfield, creates a completion for a first down. Almost impossible to defend in this situation. The quarterback's doing too good of a job, and here the elusive.
Oh, the ball's knocked loose, and the defense comes up with the football.
This is when you get that small reminder from an offensive coach. I know that it was right near the sideline, just pops out, this ball goes out of bounds. But remember, ball security. You always want to hang on to that football.
And the Fighting Irish offense comes back out onto the field. Gonna run it. It's Williams. Now they test the middle of the defense, but get nothing.
I think the mark of a great defense is not just a defense that can get off the field and create stops, but it's also a defense that builds into those stops. For me, it's negative yardage plays. When you can go out there and create a loss, a tackle for loss, now you're really doing something. They're able to do that right here.
Looking for the end zone. Has a lane. Tackle just short of the goal line at the 1. What a run.
When you talk with quarterbacks, and in particular quarterback coaches, coordinators, play callers, they'll tell you that the mark of a great player at this position is a guy that can pick up 2 to 4 first downs with his legs. Sometimes it's not always going to be a quarterback run designed by the play, but the ability to improvise, get on the outside, and move those chains. What a beautiful job.
And no, they stop him short of the goal line. It'll bring up second and goal.
Well, the offense is trying to hit him with just a quick run right in the middle to try to get across the goal line, and the defense is having none of that. I think they might have to go play action here. It just seems like this defensive line is too stout in the middle.
Second and goal for the offense. Moves out of the pocket. Loaders into the end zone. Touchdown, Notre Dame.
Well, this is part of the conversation we had with the defensive coordinator. He knew that once that quarterback was loose, he was going to have spies. The defense is pretty good in the end zone, good coverage. But once he's loose, that linebacker has got to be out there to defend him in space.
And he's going to bring this out from a couple yards deep in the end zone. Tackled at the 12. The coach wishes he'd left that one in the end zone. And here comes the Tigers offense back out there. The passing game was so effective in the last possession. Right down for a touchdown. We'll see if the defense can make adjustments. They're going to run it here. Just a small gain, looking at 2nd and 9.
Now this defense is in a perfect situation. You're creating an obvious passing situation for the offense, and you can get these pass rushers going. Get them out on the edge, let them get after the quarterback, and create havoc in the backfield.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. There's the snap, and he's looking to throw. The sure hands. It's Davidson. He's got some space. Look out. They keep the drive going. It's a 1st down at the 46.
That's a good find by this quarterback to move the chains and create another 1st down. And now you got to keep this momentum going. Take this ball and try to move it all the way down the field and put it in the end zone.
First down now at the 46. Instead of being backed up, that one big play has got them out near midfield. From the shotgun now, here's a handoff inside.
Stopping the run is about being sound fundamentally and schematically. You got to be where you're supposed to be in your gap, but then you got to fight. And this defense is fighting off blocks, making tackles. They're doing a really nice job.
Second down play coming up for this offense. We'll take a quick pause before the half as we reach the 2-minute timeout. Offense getting set. Second down play here. It's the wide receiver coming in motion now. That's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact. No flag. Brings up 3rd down.
Really good timing from this secondary. The contact arrives right when the ball arrives, and it's able to dislodge it. Great job from them. Incomplete pass.
They come to the line. A long way to go for the 1st down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Makes the catch. It's Moore. Oh, he's got open space. And he's in the clear down the right side. End zone ahead. He will not be caught. Touchdown, Clemson.
That is exactly what the doctor ordered in this situation. Tight ball game, and they drive the length of the field. Great execution from everyone on the offensive side to go all the way down the field and put it in the end zone.
PAT is good. They go for touchdown, 14-7. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. They'll start from the 25. So the first play of the drive here coming up, less than 2 minutes left on the clock. On the ground, it's Williams. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
Well, that's as easy as it gets for an offense, just handing the football off. The offensive line doing some work. They have done a great job today running the football. And here on 1st down, you move the chains. You just continue to get that ball moving down the field.
Offensive line getting set. It's 1st down. We'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. Tackle, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs.
Chris, you're supposed to build a defense front to back and inside out. None of that happens here. This offense hits them right down the middle. That is way too easy. They're going to have to change this scheme immediately. Call something different on defense right now.
Now, the defense appeared to jump before the snap, and the flag comes out. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. It's first down and 5 after the penalty. Back to pass. It's Carr. He bought some time. Now lets it go. Incomplete. That should have been caught. That's on the receiver.
Well, Chris, it wasn't technically a pass breakup, but there was nowhere to go if he even caught that. And, in fact, I feel like he was even hearing some of the footsteps. You can kind of understand the drop because the defense was all over him.
They'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he'll get the first down yards before they finally bring him down.
These are the type of run plays that can build into future success. I know it doesn't look like much, right? It's second down, you move the chains, that's all great. But that's the exact type of run that you can play off of later in the game, get to play action pass, and get those safeties down near the line of scrimmage. That is way too easy. This defense has got to adjust on first down. You've got to get up there and stop the run. If you can just hand the football off on first down and get first downs, it's going to be a long day for the defense.
Notre Dame getting set with a first and 10 coming up. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. First down and more. He's still running. They get him down, but the junior with an excellent run there.
Well, that is too easy right down the center of that defense. Great job by this offensive line, in particular in the middle of that offensive line. Guard, center, guard. Getting the job done, covering up color, and that's an easy run for a big gain from this back.
Notre Dame now operating in the red zone. On first down, they'll keep their running game churning. It's a nice wrap-up there by the junior.
Oh, that's a really good job by the defense. Being gap sound, there's nowhere to go for this running back because of the fundamental football being played on the opposite side. This defense is where they need to be, and then they're making the tackle. Really good job defensively.
And test the middle and get stuffed. That is just not open for business today.
It's something I love about this defense is their discipline. Look at them stay in their rush lanes, get a nice stop.
Crucial third down play right here. Looking to pass. It's Carr. Throw to the running back in the flat. Has a path to the end zone. Touchdown, Irish. Still no answer for this offensive machine.
That is such an important score and great execution from this offense here before halftime. An extra point away from tying it up. And they get the ball to start the second half. A chance to go from down in this game to leading in this game if they can go out and score in the third quarter.
Extra point knocked right down the middle. The PAT ties the game here in the second quarter now. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. So they start the drive looking for some late fireworks here. Less than 30 seconds before halftime. Here comes a first down pass attempt. And they heave it deep downfield. And it's hauled in. Catch made way downfield. All the way to the end zone. They couldn't catch him. Touchdown, Tigers.
Chris, that is such an important touchdown. A big-time score by this offense to take the lead going into half, knowing that they've got to kick it off to the opposition to start the third quarter. That's a beautiful job, getting themselves in position and then executing to get into the end zone.
And he'll take off from deep in the end zone. Tackled at the 13. Not great field position to start the drive. Just time enough for one more play in the half. And it's a direct snap. He escapes the pocket. Quarterback takes off now, looking to scramble. They make the tackle as time expires. That'll do it for the first half. And the Tigers will kick this away to start the second half. Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the Notre Dame offense back out on the field. And they get the second half started with their running play. And brought down at the line with that big defensive tackle.
Chris, somebody needs to tell this quarterback that there is a P in the RPO. That's clearly a pass read. He gives it to the back, and they're all over it. The defense was swarming in the backfield for a loss.
He went backwards on first down, so second and long from the 24. Looking to scramble. Gets past the 35. Goes out of bounds after a big gain. He's just short of the 45.
Two things happening right here on this snap, Chris. One is that this defense is in no man's land because the secondary is in man coverage. They're not going to have eyes in the backfield. They're focused on these players running the routes down the field. And then secondly, it's the quarterback's recognition of that coverage. Once he sees that he doesn't have eyes on him, he takes off. And once he breaks contain, there's the speed, and it's a huge run down the field. Beautiful job recognizing the coverage and then getting all the way down the field for an explosive play.
Offense facing a 2nd and 10. He's going to take off here.
I really love this decision by the quarterback because he doesn't force the ball down the field. He gets what he can get, and he creates a much more manageable third down. Now you've got a better chance to move the chains and convert on this next down than you otherwise would have being backed up.
Offense sets the formation. It's third down. Looking to throw. It's Carr. The pocket breaking down. The pass is off target. He got hit as he threw as the third down pressure works.
What a great job by this pass rush. On third down, they're able to get pressure on the quarterback and contact him as he throws. That contact, it produces an incompletion. Now it's fourth down.
They've already converted once on fourth down this game. Let's see if they can make it 2 for 2. From the gun, he looks for an open man. Grab down the middle. It's Graham. He'll be ruled down, but has enough for a first down with plenty to spare.
What a great conversion, and they pay off that gutsy call from their head coach to go for it on fourth down. In the pocket, the quarterback needs to pick a matchup and then be on time with the ball. The wide receiver is able to get past the sticks before he turns, and it's a completion and a first down.
Looking to scramble now. He'll avoid the sack, but is brought down after a short gain.
This is exactly what this defense wanted to do right here, Chris. They told us in our meetings that when this quarterback left the pocket, they wanted to make sure that they were contacting him with physicality and toughness, and that's exactly what happens here.
Now it's second down here. There's some pre-snap movement, back in motion. Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. And the pass is incomplete.
Chris, I just get the sense that this quarterback is rushing. He goes through his reads. I think he does that a little quickly. He tries to get to the check down, throw this ball short, and he's unable to connect. He's jumping at the throws. Again, he's got to relax and establish some sort of rhythm.
After the incompletion, they'll face a 3rd and 6. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. He He's going to take off. Not quite enough for the first down. Going to be fourth down and just inches.
Chris, this is such a frustrating play for a defense. They do everything right. Coverage unit covers everybody up. There's nowhere to throw the football, and yet this quarterback is able to get loose, use his athleticism, and stay ahead of the chains. He makes the offense right, even when the defense is doing its job.
Looks like he's going to run it. Look out, he's breaking free. Touchdown, Fighting Irish, as the QB fights his way into the end zone. They could not contain the quarterback, and what a boost in the red zone, Joe, when you have a guy who can do that for a score.
I couldn't agree more, Chris. I always talk about in the red zone, the quarterback thinking touchdown, check down. Well, for him, the check down means his legs. And when he gets on the outside, look at the athleticism, taking it all the way in for a touchdown. What a weapon.
He's going to bring this out a few yards deep in the end zone. And they stop him at the 11. Not good field position to start the drive. Okay, the Clemson offense heads back out onto the field. On the run, it's Johnson. First down, looking for more now. And he breaks loose down the left side. It's a foot race. Breaks into the clear. Touchdown, Clemson. The offense takes the lead here in the second half.
This is exactly what makes this back so special. If he gets a crease, he gets any open space, he's got home run ability. Look at the speed and explosiveness once he's in the open field. He takes it the distance. That's a huge touchdown. This defense is going to have to do something different moving forward, Chris. They cannot allow this guy to get that much space.
And they're able to tack on the extra point. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And it comes out to the 25. No return attempted there. And the Fighting Irish offense is back on the field. A handoff from the shotgun. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
When we talk with these coaches, they talk about the key for the defensive lineman, in particular in the middle of that line, is block destruction. Look at him get off the block, and he's able to make a play, this time in the backfield.
Dropping back, it's Carr. Makes the grab, it's Graham. And it's good for a first down to the 36.
That's a good find by the quarterback. These early first downs within the series, they're so important to establish momentum. And now you've got to take that momentum and carry it with you. Try to get this ball down the field and go get points on this series.
On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Caught in the backfield. It's Mobley.
It is such an advantage for an offense to have a running back that can get on the outside and catch the football, in particular when a defense wants to run man coverage. You can see this is a mismatch here. He's faster than the linebacker, and he gets the ball and gets a nice gain down the field.
Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. On the move now. Quarterback on the move, trying to make something happen. He goes out of bounds, but moves the ball across midfield.
Chris, our conversation with this defensive group was all about being physical, and they told us that when the quarterback runs, they have to contact him. Well, they're allowing him to just run out of bounds right here. This is clearly not part of the game plan. They need to be more physical when this guy leaves the pocket.
And the motion by the back now forces the defense to adjust. Looking to throw it on 1st down. Oh, down he goes. It's a sack.
This is a no-chance play as a quarterback. This defensive end is getting off the ball so quickly. He is electric. That first step, he gets to the quarterback so quick, he's got nothing to do but protect the football. And thankfully for the offense, he's able to do so.
The offensive line will have to regroup after the sack. It's 2nd and 13. He's looking to scramble. He's swarmed by the defense.
This is exactly what makes this quarterback so effective, is you can do everything right down the field. The secondary is preventing this ball from going down the field, and yet he uses the athleticism to get himself into a short yardage. Now, you look at this down and distance, this is a great time to be aggressive, convert, try to do all the things that put pressure on the defense. You know, as a quarterback, these decisions are going to be very quick on 3rd and short, and I thought he did a nice job of seeing what the defense was in and then seeing his opportunity to pick up this 1st down, and he's able to do it. Nice short gain, and he moves the chains.
Quarterback looking to scramble, and he'll be stopped after a gain of 3.
Chris, as a quarterback, you've got to always make your offense right. And here the coverage unit did such a good job. Look at this. There's nowhere to throw the football, and yet the quarterback just makes the offense right by picking up a positive gain. It doesn't have to be a big play all the time. You just do these little things and keep moving the ball forward.
Slams right into a wall. They've got him for a loss.
What a really good job by this defense. Look at him just swarm the ball carrier. He's got nowhere to go. It's just really a no-chance carry for the ball carrier, and a great tackle in the backfield.
Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a 1st down. To throw, it's Carr. Pressure is coming. Pulls it in. It's Graham. And they bring him down, but that's enough for a 1st down as the clock runs down here in the 3rd quarter. So Clemson has the lead here, Kirk, as we head to the quarter break. We've reached the end of 3. Time is running out to cut into the lead. Let's take a look at the game sets before we move on. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a 1st down play. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. Tackled at the 1-yard line. Couldn't quite get in, but an excellent run. Great chance of the offense to tie the game. 1st and goal. On the ground, trying to muscle it across the line. And he busts into the end zone. Touchdown, Notre Dame.
What a job by the big fellas up front. To be able to run the football in this field position, you've got to have an offensive line that can just overpower the defensive line. That's a beautiful feeling as a quarterback, as a running back, and as a play caller. You got 5 guys up front that are just winning.
And the important PAT is up and good. We're tied in the 4th. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. And he's brought down at the 12. That's poor field position to start the drive. And the powerful Clemson offense is back out there. The last possession was a 1-play touchdown drive on the ground. See if the offensive line can continue to create some big lanes. Has the 1st down and more. Breaks. Who's in the clear? Out past the 30. Here he goes. Touchdown, Tigers. They jump on top now here in the 4th. To the explosive touchdown play by this elite running back. We knew coming in, Joel, this was the guy who's got to carry this offense. And wow, has he stepped up.
I'm so impressed when we all know who the guy is going to be. He's the focal point of the offense. Guess who knew that? The defense. And yet they still can't stop him. That's how good he is and how good they are in front of him on the O-line. Terrific job by this group. Great game plan, and obviously getting your star going, that's a huge plus.
Offense comes out to start this drive. To the air, it's Carr. And it's incomplete that time, just out of reach of the receiver.
It really comes down to rhythm, Chris, and right now it just doesn't feel like the quarterback is in rhythm. Listen, it's there. They could complete this ball, but again, just not on the same page.
At the 25, it's 2nd and 10. Can they make it a 3rd and manageable here? From the shotgun, it's a handoff. As the first down is still going. Tackle made at the 41. It's a nice gain. They're getting closer to the 50. And they lean on the running back to get the first down. He's had a solid game, Joe. To me, even though they're behind on the scoreboard, no reason to panic and get away from the bread and butter.
Chris, I think that's exactly right. You never get bored taking a profit as a play caller. So if they're going to give you that run game, you take it. And then allow it to build to something more successful later. Watch for them to get to some run action pass and maybe play action pass to get it down the field here in the next couple of series. This group is just not on the same page right now. The timing, something about this offense seems off, and clearly the quarterback is feeling that.
Incomplete, so it's 2nd down and 10. The DB's right near the line now, showing press coverage. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. What will the call be on 3rd and long now from the 44? Pre-snap motion from the receiver. Drops back, needing a 3rd down completion here. Receiver makes the grab. Brought down, but not before shaking off the first defender and picking up the first down. And they finally feature their elite wide receiver. We've been wondering, Joe, where is this guy? They haven't looked to him that much. May need to make the play to make up this deficit.
And, Chris, I will give this defense credit because they have rolled their coverage over the top of this great wide receiver. But as a quarterback, you're down in this game. Now it's the second half. At some point, you just got to say, I got to go down with my best. You got to target him, and you got to target him often.
Moves out of the pocket. Looking deep down the left side. Incomplete. They cannot connect on the deep ball.
You're rolling to your right like that as a right-handed quarterback. I love the idea of trying to take a shot down the field. You can see it really well. You've got the momentum, and you can throw it accurately moving that direction, but they're just unable to connect.
Incompletion on first down makes it 2nd and 10 from the 47. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. He's got the first and still going. He's got a crease, and he takes it all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Irish.
I always talk about vision and patience from a running back, but there's also this other trait that you've got to have to be a great player, and that's a nose for the end zone. And here he's able to take the football, and he finds the goal line, and he puts it across. Beautiful job. This is why this guy is one of the best players in America.
And that PAT gives us a tie ball game here in the final quarter. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And this won't be returnable out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Tigers offense back out there. It didn't take long to reach the end zone last time. A perfectly blocked running play. Can they keep it going here? They bring him down to the 32-yard line.
This defense has got to play better up front, in particular on first down. This offense continues to just gain yards on first down, churning out 4, 5, 6 yards, and staying out of obvious passing situations. This defensive line has got to start winning their one-on-one blocks up front.
Second down after that run on the previous play. grab made by the tight end. They stop him at the 47, but that's enough for a first down. A new set of downs after that completion. And on the carry, he's heading left. Past the 40. Oh, and he's free down the left side. Can they run him down? Touchdown, Clemson. And they take the lead here in the fourth quarter.
This guy has such a nose for the goal line. Now, second rushing touchdown of the game. I'm telling you, anytime he's close, he's getting that ball across the goal line. There is no doubt about it. He is so good in that situation.
So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. So here comes the Notre Dame offense back onto the field. Motion by the back. Defense better adjust. To the air. It's Carr. He escapes the pocket. And left with no option, just has to throw it away.
Once you're outside of the tackle box, you can live to play another down as a quarterback, and he just throws it away. I like that decision. Didn't feel like there was much open down the field.
So 2nd and 10 from the 25. Important to get something here to avoid that tough 3rd and long situation. It's a shotgun run call. Looks like the defense has it for a takeaway.
This is something I'm so impressed with by this defense is their ability to attack the football. Not just the ball carrier, but the football itself. And here they jar it loose, and they're able to recover this fumble moving the other direction.
Okay, the Clemson offense heads back out onto the field. Grinding away with a running game. And you'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Chris, as an offense, you've got to have better success on first down. Now it's an obvious passing situation. I've always felt you want to throw the ball when you want to versus throw the ball when you have to. This is a have-to situation, which means that pass rush is going to get going.
And the wideout goes in motion. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. The defense desperate to get the football back, trailing here late. Less than 2 minutes from a conference championship. Can they keep the football and secure the win? Makes the catch for the defense, breaks in the ball, and it's a short gain.
Well, we arrive at the most important snap of the entire game right here, and it comes down to how much trust you have in your quarterback. You want to put it in his hands, let him throw the football, knowing that an incompletion is going to stop the clock and really give this defense a chance to put their offense on the field with plenty of time.
Time winding down. This offense comes to the line trying to bleed out the clock. That's a design quarterback keeper. Nowhere to run on that play. They've got him in the backfield. That's a loss of a yard. And the Fighting Irish will call their first timeout. Big 4th down play coming up as they decide what to call. And it sails right through the middle of the uprights. Solid kick. And that will extend their lead even further. They come away with 3 points on the drive, and now the kickoff team will boot it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback will start at the 25. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. Scanning the field, it's Carr. Running out of time in the pocket. Oh, they trap him for a sack.
This is a really poor decision. You've got to manage the game as a quarterback, make your offense right. Here, it's the first play of the drive, and as soon as you break contain and you're outside of the pocket, you cannot take a sack. That ball has got to be thrown into the 5th row, burn the ball, create 2nd and 10 rather than 2nd and forever.
Looking for a late deep shot. Tried to go very deep there. Good effort. Now it's 3rd down.
You need a second possession, so you got to go for broke. This ball has got to be thrown aggressively down the field. It needs to get into the end zone quickly.
Well, a serious challenge for this offense. You don't want to be in 3rd and long inside your own 20. How much of a risk will they take to try to pick up this first down? We have a timeout call by the Tigers. That's their first. They'll still have 2 available as we approach the end of this game. So a tricky situation here. 3rd and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know this defense could be very aggressive at this moment. Throws it to the right. That's caught. It's Mobley. He's not going to get the first down. It's 4th down now.
This is good situational defense from this secondary. You can tell that they want to force the ball down the field. And obviously, with this clock situation, they need to, but they're forced to check it down to the back. These defensive backs just need to continue to stay deeper than the deepest and force the quarterback into these safe passing scenarios.
The offense stays on the field down multiple possessions. Easy choice. 4th down, looking to throw for it. Oh, the pocket collapsing. Oh, and it's incomplete. It's a turnover on downs. Crucial moment late in this game. It did not get the 4th down yardage. So the job is simple here. Just take a knee, run out the clock, and begin the celebration.